Hello, hello. Now we have a new chapter of One Piece. This one has quite the title. Let Us Die. Huh? This goes against almost everything in One Piece. Don't you remember when Robin said, "I want to live. If you keep living and keep smiling, good times will come to you." You know, endless dream of chasing after treasure, glory, fame, friendship. Let us die. Who is saying let us die? The only suicidal character we've seen is actually Kaido. Kaido who jumps out of Sky Islands to see if it'll finally do him in. Kaido who just gets into big fights with battleships just because he can. Let us die. Okay. First off, a nice, touching conclusion to this. I guess they usually say volume final, right, for the cover story arcs if it's actually ending. So more will happen, but I feel like this is the big emotional climax that the family is now reunited. Both sisters have found one another, and they have also found their long lost papa. His grandchild's overjoyed as well, and Gang Bej with a satisfied smile on his face, seeing his wife and his sister-in-law so happy. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know. What'll happen with these characters? No idea. Who wants to die? So Drake has betrayed again. He was like a super duper deep undercover Navy agent, I guess, right? Is what's going on here. He actually was still a Marine all along. Um, sure. So he decides to team up with Luffy. He's gonna start fighting Kaido's forces as well. They both took down two of the big monsters, the Numbers. Right? The thing about Luffy is, when he's a friend, he's so close to you. When he's an enemy, he's completely out of reach. That's what kind of person he is. What's that mean? Luffy has the power that pulls people in towards him. So yeah, he's definitely a super undercover guy. That first infiltrating the Barrels pirates, way back when he was a kid, I guess. I remember during the Law flashback, there were some hints that Drake had all sorts of different irons and different fires and schemes and stuff going on. I didn't know it would go this deep, but sure, cool. So yeah, and yeah, then they got him into Kaido's crew, which is like the biggest get possible for the world government, to have an undercover person in Kaido's crew. No, you want to defeat Kaido, huh? I'll tell you the reason why, but our goals are aligned. Zoro like doesn't get it or doesn't care or just wants to fight some guy with a sword instead of a gigantic 3-story tall monster and starts attacking Drake anyways. Flushed out of that position. We're your next shelter. Don't trust a guy who turns his coat that easily. Stay away from Luffy. Even in the pirates world, there is a code of honor. Sure, he can be on our side. All right. The other Toby Ropo, kind of confused by this, but they're used to all sorts of betrayals and infighting and everything, anyways. Slowly putting it together that this Straw Hat Luffy dumbass is actually in charge of everything that's happening right now. Even though he seems to barely understand what is being conveyed to him. All right, X Drake versus Page 1, perhaps. Dinosaur battle. Who's from the Fire Cavalry? Who's the cute? Come on, Sanji. She's going around headbutting your friends. We get another chance to see Kaido. Okay. Usopp attacks. But then Nami fights. I was like genuinely confused by this. Usopp is hiding behind Nami and saying, "I'm Nami. I did the attack." Okay, Nami runs off. It looks like we're starting to filter down to individual or 2-on-2 battles. I'm into that. I'm super into that. As I've been saying, I really like a mix in these big chaotic arcs between big chaotic battles, but then you know, really showing off each individual character. What can they do? What can they do to one another? What are these very ambiguous power rankings? Let's try to sort them out a little bit. Okay, so they run off to fight. Luffy and Sanji still just trying to kind of get through here. Ooh! But Apu is here too. Scratchman Apu also fighting alongside Kaido's forces. That's right, that's right. Another very powerful enemy thrown into the mix. So Luffy, I don't think necessarily learned. I think he just used Haki to get a read that something was about to happen that he needed to cover his ears. It doesn't seem like he's the type to remember seeing this guy before or remember what he can do. A lot harder to fight in silence than you think. Okay, the numbers are down. You make a pathetic sight right now. 10 of you have laid waste to countless towns together. Can't get clubbered when you're drunk at a party. That's not funny. I wonder just how much of an advantage the Wano allied forces are getting because everyone on this island is just completely blackout drunk. It's a brilliant plan. Like, Kaido is going to be completely sloshed. If you're ever going to beat him, it's going to be now. Oh my gosh. This number, though. This one seems much more intelligent than the rest. Got that jacket on, you know? They really have a cool, like, Oni design, though, you know? I think they really get across this kind of devilish debauchery, but then also, like, a kind of cool, like, gangster devil sort of image. A delinquent devil. You know what it reminds me of? In Akagi, when Washizu passes out for a while and has a vision of going to hell, and hell is like this bar staffed and populated by Oni that torture the humans as like bar games and amusement. It's like that. They're like that kind of character. Okay. His friend is a weapon. 10 of them. I don't have enough cola for this. Listen to me. Run straight out of this dome. That big one fights in here much longer. The samurai won't last. Okay, this makes sense. Trying to draw away these big rampaging monsters so that all of their little guys don't just get squished. Okay, meanwhile, Zoro is still fighting Drake, just completely ignoring Luffy's orders. Or maybe Drake is still so now pissed off at Zoro that he's like, alright, well, I'm gonna end this. You're getting too cocky. You're just second in command. You have no idea how strong I actually am. Does that suit you? Seem honest, but you're still hiding where you stand. What are the numbers? Drake just smashes a poo. Heard about you. Now you're gonna leech off that tiny little pirate crew. I always hated that guy. I'm gonna destroy him, but not for you. Same idea. Let's team up. They both find him like annoying, I think. Okay. Ooh. But Queen is still on his Drake hunt. Can't waltz out of here, you. That spy. Ooh, these bullets. This is the stuff they were using at the labor camp. Okay. Jack is down. The battle on here raging and raging. Handpicked lead performers. Oh, not step back and watch as one of my most valuable men is killed. This does not make you weak. Whoa! Kaido actually, like, acknowledging Jack's strength here. Kaido in a rare half-dragon, half-human form, too. We can see his arm, even though his face is still draconic. Just that strong. The full versions of Cat Viper and Dogstrom. The Sulong power has caused us grievous losses. You do well to keep the Sulongs in check. The wounds have tended to. You've done enough. So now the Minx and Kaido's kind of straggling army here have kind of wiped each other out. Jack, the Drought, is that what he's called? A force of nature to be sure, has been subdued. Now all that's left is the samurai versus Kaido himself. Because the Minx look all exhausted, the Sulong stuff is wearing off. You're going to see how many of these you can evade. He starts using, this is the attack that completely wiped out Odin Castle. He blasts, but they counterattack, slicing into his face. Don't make me laugh. I'm tired of running, tired of hiding. Never even... Yes, he cut it in half! Dude, that's so sick! Because that was like Kinemon's like original trick. Way back in Punk Hazard. That was the first thing where you're like, oh shit, Kinemon can do some cool stuff. Like, what is up with this guy? When he cuts the explosion in half, and Zoro is just like, what? Did you just cut explosion? Alright. Just let us die as Lord Odin's samurai. Once we've taken your head, that is. Okay, so that's where the title comes from. Super badass, super cool chapter. Let's look forward to the next one. It won't be long from now. Hoo 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 hoo. Good stuff, good stuff. Goodbye, goodbye.